Hey everyone, it is Anthony, day 72 of my 365 days to transform. Wanted to give you guys a quick update on how I'm doing so far on day 72. All is well. We are just over 25 pounds lost, and it's been a great 2 months plus. Definitely happy with the number. I was predicting that I'd be at about 30, just over 30 pounds lost in 2 months. But again, this is a 365-day journey, plus it doesn't end, as I've been saying, after that. But again, I do have some ambitious goals that I will be releasing soon as I start releasing some cool info for you guys to start using to really dive into your own transformation. With that said, guys, it's definitely not something that happens overnight. It's not one workout, one meal, one good week, one good month. It is an everyday journey, and you got to keep pushing yourself. And again, I say that a lot to my FitRoom members, so if you're a FitRoom member watching this, you probably have heard me say that plenty of times, and it maybe sounds cliche, sounds repetitive, but guys, it really is a journey. It's not something that you solve in a day. It's not something that you get results with in a day as well, but at the same time, in this snap of a finger and one moment, you can change your life, change your health, and decide to take action and make sure every day, every week, every month, you're making progress. So that's what this whole 365 days to transform is about. I still have 10 months, or just under 10 months, a lot to go, a lot to do, a lot to show you guys and prove to you guys. So I'm excited for that. I wanted to spend more time today giving you guys 5 little things that can turn into big things if you start using these steps. Mostly mind shifts, changing that mindset of yours, as well as one practical thing that you guys can do quite easily, and it can really help you along your own journey. So again, on my end, I'm doing great. I've had 3 rough weekends out of 10 weekends, one being September long weekend, one being this past weekend in Thanksgiving, and as you guys probably know from previous videos, Buffalo, which was about 3 weeks ago. Those 3 weekends were a little bit of disasters and threw me off a little bit, including this weekend. As you guys see from the blog, I had a lot of good moments, got some good workouts in, but it just felt very scattered, and it goes into what I'm going to talk to you about today, especially in step 2. So if you're a FitRoom member, if you've done our 6-week challenges, you hear me talk about why and who. So what's your why and who's your who? They kind of go hand in hand. I tell you guys this is a step that should not be ignored. It should be something that is very vital for you to get on track, to stay on track no matter what. What this simply means, and I will be spending time on each of these steps, but I'm just kind of giving you guys the Coles notes on them. So what's your why is, what's that purpose, what's that thing that drives you to wake up early and go to the gym, or drives you to come home after a long day and go to the gym right at the end of your night. What's that motivation, what's that purpose, or what's that inspiration that pushes you? And then on the same side, who's your who, right? So who's the person you're doing this for? Of course, yourself should always be part of that, but maybe it's a family member, a child, your significant other, a parent, a sibling, a friend. There's got to be something outside of you that also drives you to be successful on your journey through getting your health and body in tip-top shape. So a why and a who is something that should be written down, should be read in every morning, afternoon, and evening. The more you read it, especially at the start as you're beginning your transformation, the better. I read my why and my who every single day, morning, afternoon, night, for that first month in August, and I had a spectacular month. And then you start saying, hey, maybe I can get away with just reading it in the morning. And I realized that as I prepared this video that, hey, it's got to go back to morning. I've already done it this morning. Has to go back to this afternoon and this evening. It just really, really, really helps you stay focused, because you can get focused and pumped up in the morning, but the afternoon things come up, the evening something comes up, and if you don't have that mindset, really laser-like focus on your goals and your why and your purpose, it's easy to fall off the wagon. So my point is, spending that 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever amount of time you need to stay focused in the morning, afternoon, and evening, please take the time to do that. Again, something this why and who should be something that's an emotional attachment to you. It should not be something like, I just want to be skinny or I just want to be healthy. That's not motivation or motivating. If it makes you cry, that's an emotional attachment. If it gets you pumped, if it gets you inspired, and it gets you excited, and you jump out of your chair and you're ready to take action, that is something that will inspire you as obstacles and challenges come, as they always do. So moving on to that, like I said, I'll be spending more time on each very, very soon, but I wanted to kind of set you guys up with this for you guys to start thinking about this. The next couple are going to be a little quicker, but number 2, guys, preparation is key. You need to know your workout schedule for the day, the week, the month. Maybe go as far as the year, but you need to have a schedule and you need to stick to it and follow it. It's always good on a Sunday to look at your calendar and make sure you know the days you're going. If you're coming every day, different story, but if you're coming only 3-4 days a week, whatever your schedule allows, you need to book, schedule, and make sure you make those appointments. Treat those appointments as business meetings. You don't miss business lunches or business meetings. Why are you missing an appointment or meeting for your own health, which is way more important at the end of the day, guys? At the same time, your diet needs to be planned or scheduled. So guys, if you don't know how to do this, find a qualified coach to do this. Find the fit room or a studio like ours that's going to spend the time and give you quality workouts in your classes or personal training, as well as a easy but effective diet to follow. We got you covered at the fit room, but find something or somewhere that you can go, especially if you're a little confused or lost on this. Moving forward, guys, you have to understand, kind of like I was telling you guys with my update, you have to understand that this is a process, this is a grind, it's an everyday thing. It's not something you do for a week here, a week there, a day there, whatever it is. It has to be something that every morning you wake up with that same goal in mind, same purpose. And if you're reading your why, your who, that's almost like a goal right there. And you're understanding that it is a process and it is a grind. Whatever words you want to use, it's a journey. But guys, just remember, there are no shortcuts. Stop looking for a quick fix diet, quick fix exercise or supplement or any of that stuff. Get that out of your head. Understand the process and understand the grind. At the same time, guys, moving on to number 4, everybody's body is different. Stop comparing your results or your body to someone else. If you're 5'2" and looking at a 6'1" model, maybe that's not a good person to try to aspire to be. Bodies are different, different ages, different genders, all that kind of stuff, guys. It plays a role, genetics as well, of course, plays a role in the speed you lose, how you lose, where you lose first, and all that stuff. Just as you're doing your journey, stop watching what I'm doing or the person beside you is doing. Just be sure to make sure you are making progress every week. And there may be weeks that may not be your best week, and you may actually go up or you may stay the same. It happens. Your body's very delicate. Your weight and your body fat's very erratic. So understand that everybody's body is different, or every body is different, okay? Don't be hung up on your neighbor or your friend or your family member that's maybe losing faster. It is a journey. It's a grind, right? Just like number 3, the step number 3 is, right? Understand that for me, okay? And last but not least, too many people underestimate the amount of work that goes into taking care of your health and body. So there's a book called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I love that book, and I try to live by that and 10X everything I do when it comes to work, relationships, and obviously my health. You need to understand and overestimate the amount of effort and work with your workouts and your training and your supplements and the mindset stuff. Overestimate the amount of work that goes into it. You can't just think you're going to get by with a couple workouts a week and a good diet. It's got to be many, many workouts a week. 6 workouts would be amazing. 5, also amazing. At the same time, you also have to realize that that diet has to be amazing every single day, outside that one cheat meal. And then at the same time, you have to realize that in your workouts, you can't just go through the motions. You need to put 10x effort that you're putting in. Because a lot of people work out 4, 5, 6 days a week, but they really go through the motions. Now, if you're at a place like the Fit Room or a studio like ours, you're getting pushed, and we're hoping that that effort is at 10x or at 110%. But just make sure you realize that you can't go in with half effort. You're going to get 0 results. Half effort doesn't get you half results. It gets you almost 0. So you want to be at 100%, because again, even at 100%, you got to get to that next level to bring it really to the results you want to get to. And the leaner you get, every pound you lose, it gets closer and closer to your goal. This is not to discourage you, but it gets harder and harder and harder and harder, which means you have to work harder and harder and harder on both diet and training. Alright guys, so those were 5 things I want you guys to start thinking about. I know today was a longer video. I really hope you guys watch this full video. Let's just go over them very quickly. Number 1, your why and your who. Know what your why is and who you're doing this for. Number 2, preparation is essential and key to getting results. Know your training routine and know your diet. Know your plan. Plan ahead. Number 3, understand that it is a grind, it is a process. Stop looking for a shortcut. Put in the effort, put in the work, and do it every single day. Consistency, just like preparation, is key. Number 4, understand that everybody's body is different, and stop comparing yourself to others. You do your thing and focus on you, and every day just make progress, and don't be thrown off by what your neighbor, friend, family member, or fellow Fit Room member is doing. Do your thing at your pace, and you get to choose how quickly you want to lose. If you want this to be a little bit of a slower process, fine by me, as long as we're making progress. If you want this to be hardcore beast mode, you push at that level, which leads us into number 5, 10x everything you do. So if you want amazing results, you need to 10x everything you do. And you get to choose what 10x means to you. I'm here to help you guys to determine what 10x really looks like, and I can help you guys. I think right now, first month I was definitely 10x. September, I was probably more like 7x. And in October, I'm up to about 8. I'm going to up it up for the second half of October and get back to 10x and watch the results continue to come here. So guys, thanks for checking in. I hope you guys can start to use these 5 little things and start at least thinking about them, because I will be getting into these very shortly. Have an awesome day, guys, and I look forward to checking in with you guys next week.